Hello everyone and welcome to Zajel ZU's first on-campus video newscast from Zayed University Dubai Women's Campus. My name is Amal Nasser. It is Monday the 30th of November 2015. Thank you for joining us. Coming up in this episode, we'll be looking at Innovation Week, National Day celebrations, and recent on-campus events. In October 2014, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai, announced as part of the UAE's National Innovation Strategy the first ever Innovation Week to be held from November 22nd till November 28, 2015. The first ever Innovation Week, which happened last week, was filled with over 800 different events and took place in all 7 Emirates. Activities for Innovation Week ran daily from early morning through the evening and included the launch of new national initiatives, hackathons, competitions, interactive programs like labs and workshops, and engaging talks with creative and inspirational guests. In the evenings, public spaces were full with entertainment activities as well. For most of the events, there was no need for registration, so people could just walk in and attend them. On Tuesday, November 24th, students from more than 4 disciplines visited the Sharjah Art Foundation to see a traveling exhibit light show and speak with Zayed University graduates, educational program assistant Amal Al-Khaja and artist Muna Al-Bayti.
The thing that made me start the project is I've always been interested or intrigued by how people act within spaces and how they interact to the space around them. So I knew that I wanted to make the work site-specific. As I'm being exhibited in Sharjah, I wanted the work to have a place and a context, which is actually a theme and a prerequisite of all the March project participants and the other artists who are in the exhibition with me.
Pieces from Light Show have been made as long ago as 1960 and are on their way to Greece after Sharjah. Ms. Al-Khaja guided the students and answered their questions about the unique exhibit. The day finished with a walk down a street converted into homes for cats and the Taylor's Street, which became a 6-month inspirational for Ms. Al-Bayti's exhibit. One exclusive Innovation Week event arranged by Al Bayan and Zayed University took place the next day on Wednesday, the 25th of November. Media students from Zayed University, higher colleges of technology, Canadian University of Dubai, and American University of Dubai were invited to join innovation and media workshops at Al Bayan. And in another Innovation Week collaboration between Zayed University and the community, College of Communication and Media Sciences students worked with Emirates Post Group to provide media coverage support on Thursday, November 26. These cross-discipline and professional media collaborations are just 3 such opportunities of many more that Zajel ZU student media staff from both Abu Dhabi and Dubai have used this semester to gain professional news storytelling experience by using social media, photography, video, interviews, and news writing. These new collaborations between media professionals, practicing media students, and the community are just a few of the ways Zayed University is encouraging its students to innovate. If you would like to learn more about what happened during Innovation Week across the UAE, you can check out local news or visit www.uaeinnovates.ae. And if you would like to learn more about what happened during Innovation Week at Zayed University, you can subscribe to Zajel ZU's YouTube channel or visit zajelzu.ae for upcoming stories from Zayed University's Innovation Week activities. National Day is the annual celebration of when the 7 Emirates, Abu Dhabi, Ajman, Fujairah, Sharjah, Dubai, Ras Al Khaimah, and Al Qaywin were united and became one country. This important event happened on December 2nd, 1971. Every year on December 2nd, UAE citizens and expatriates find unique ways to show their thanks and gratefulness for the country and its leadership. This year, to celebrate the 44th National Day, the UAE will attempt to create a 5-kilometer UAE flag. There will also be rugby theater, air and flying sports, flyboarding, rally driving, open sports parades, outdoors celebrations, and fireworks happening across the UAE, all for National Day 44. Zayed University got an early start on National Day celebrations this year. Wednesday, November 25th, Dubai's Women's Campus saw a full program of celebration that ran from 11 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and hosted female family and guests. On-campus activities began with the national anthem, followed later by a national anthem performance by Harmony Club instructors, and continued with a traditional show by the students of Dubai International School, as well as the air show by Al Farsan, the National Aerobatics Team, a Mini Cooper Classic Cars exhibition, Dubai Police Women's Motorbike Show, a Dubai K9 unit show which shocked and impressed attendees, and of course UAE traditional foods, handicrafts, and other activities. The third annual Think Zayed Emirati Young Women in Leadership Conference took place on Thursday, November 26. Her Excellency Sheikha Libna bint Khalid Al Qasimi, Minister of International Cooperation and Development and President of Zayed University, and Her Excellency Reem Al Hashimi, UAE Minister of State, Board Representative of the Dubai Expo 2020 Higher Committee and Director General of Bureau Dubai Expo 2020, spoke about women in leadership and thanked Zayed University students for their efforts in leadership at Zayed University and as volunteers in the community for Expo Milan 2015, which focused the world on issues of feeding the planet and energy for life. At Think Zayed, Sheikha Libna reminded us of the strong support and belief Sheikh Zayed placed in advancing women in leadership in the UAE. She also pointed to the many government initiatives that empower women in various fields and praised the UAE for being recognized internationally as one of the top countries that respects women.
إن دور المرأة لا يقل عن دور الرجل وأن طالبات اليوم هن أمهات المستقبل وقوله أيضا.
Think Zayed continued with 3 presentations. Ms. Hiba Al-Samt discussed social and digital media strengths and the moral responsibilities associated with their use. Ms. Aisha Harab discussed her journey from student innovator to 1971 team leader and the importance of women initiating in social responsibility. Ms. Fatma Al-Qasimi discussed innovation and assistive technology for special needs students. The general meeting of Think Zayed closed with an entertaining and informative panel discussion by some of the Expo Milan 2015 volunteers who shared their experience in Milan and their experience of being ambassador for the UAE. The Expo Milan volunteers specifically addressed the difficulties they overcame, their first impression of Milan and the Expo, and shared lessons they learned. The Expo Milan 2015 volunteers are now Expo Dubai 2020 leaders and are recruiting and organizing over 20,000 volunteers. Well, that just about wraps up our first episode of Zajel ZU's video newscast. Our final story is just to say thank you to all of the hardworking people at Zayed University. Last week, our second CUP staff and a small band of students, faculty and staff noticed we had a special visitor in the ceiling over the library and the coffee shop. We want to thank the security team and facilities team who coordinated the rescue of our special visitors and have made sure he finds a good home. Thank you for joining us and watching this first episode of Zajel ZU's video newscast from Zayed University Dubai campus. Please subscribe to Zajel ZU's YouTube channel and join us second semester for more stories and coverage of events and topics important to the Zayed University community. If you have a story you would like to see featured in a future broadcast, please email zajel@zu.ae or call 050-240-2195 during the week during university hours. You can also follow Zajel ZU on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. Thanks again for watching. I'm Amal Nasser and we wish you a wonderful and safe National Day weekend with family and friends. See you soon.
وقلبي حي ابداك انا وبكل شيء انت الهوى بالنسبه لي تخطبني وانا اقول الدم تلقاني لك ذكر وزمن ابدك وابدا البلد وفي بحبي للابد واقسم لك بربي قسم عشتي بنادي عاشت لحد ما عشتي بلادي عاشت لحد ما